And it's getting kind of interesting from both sides, but more on that in just a minute. Taking to social media, 2Tymes simply stated, "How I was raised, we don't make statements. Detective, sir, my name is Mr. Me. Get me a lawyer." Interrogation terminated. Okay, so before we dive into the whole detail of the thing, I want to posit this question for you real quick, and I promise it'll be simple, it'll be quick. On a personal level, which part of snitching in and of itself is the worst? The fact that one person throws multiple people under the bus just to save themselves, or the fact that it could take an entire quote-unquote empire down that was probably doing better things than sometimes even governments do for certain neighborhoods, blah, blah, blah. You get the idea there. But the reason I posit that question that way is to ask this. What about when a snitching allegation is wrong? Because a lot of people, all it takes is to think that they did it for a lot of people to start ruining that person's life. What if they didn't? Ask yourself that before being too quick to point a finger. That's not in defense or accusation of any. Keep that thought in the back of your mind. Moral of the story, always be open-minded. We gonna continue. So as everybody knows, we've been waiting for Rollo to come home for a good little minute. Ever since his arrest, he earned praise from his peers in the streets and in the industry for keeping it solid. However, as aforementioned earlier, he's now found himself tangled up in the rumors of cooperating with authorities. Alleged paperwork surfaced which read, "The specific information that Mr. Davis supposedly gave in the June 6th proffer against other persons, other alleged transactions, other alleged crimes." Basically just saying a proposal and offer for information about those things. If that doesn't really make a lot of sense, I don't blame you. Legalese. Unfortunately, and as happens all too often, this piece of information alone led social media to question whether Rollo actually snitched on other people to get out of prison. That's why I posed that question the way I did. Ultimately, Rollo put these rumors to rest in an Instagram post. He began to say that he hates to see, quote, "us as people continue to kick one another down." From there, he said that the government has a history of pinning people against each other before explicitly stating that he never snitched. Quoting him, "I never told y'all one lie in my life. I swear by Allah, I never cooperated with the federal government," he said. "It's not one human being on earth can say they in jail for Rollo," he added before stating that he's ready to post all the proof. The rapper later shared the full documentation on his Instagram page. Keep that part in mind. Shortly after he posted this message, a phone call leaked between Rollo and one of the Famgoon artists. The artist said that the paperwork claimed Rollo provided a proffer 2 months after his arrest and shared information on his phone with the prosecutors. "I ain't opposed to that. The document that you seeing is from a prosecutor misconduct hearing," he said. At this point, his artist listed the paperwork claiming that he provided other information. This is where it gets a little weird. Still, Rollo said that he never cooperated, and the only reason this is public information is because of the hearing. In case you're wondering what got Rollo in all of this in the first place, very quick recap. A judge sentenced Rollo to 8 years in prison for his alleged involvement in a drug trafficking case where authorities found pounds of cannabis on his private jet. The rapper revealed that he'll be released from prison and into a halfway house on September 4th, 2023, this year. In the meantime, he continued to release new music such as his latest project, 97 Months, which arrived in April and included appearances from Jadakiss, Rowdy Rebel, and more.
Pulling it up right now.
Yo, Wack, did you get what I tagged you in though with the finesse thing?
No, I ain't see it.
I'm about to send it to you again.
This the bottom line. See, what she did, I want you to pay, and I'm going to tell y'all what to pay attention to. They know damn well that the case they talking about is a juvenile case. Now, him and his mama then did the same shit. He started off talking about feds. See, that's the throw off. Everybody know you talking about feds. Then he ends it with, and you can't get juvenile paperwork. 1090 Jake never said he went and pulled it. He said somebody sent it to him. Right? Now, the paperwork that was read to me, it's 3 niggas in there whose names he told on. Now his mama going off this morning. You know what she do? That man laid down. That man laid down in the feds. Okay. Then she says, the niggas that sent him over here to the house, they the ones told, so now you just acknowledge it is a real case. You follow me, Bang? You just acknowledge that you just acknowledge this case is a real case.
Yep.
Now,
Facts.
here we go. I don't doubt that somebody told and sent them to your house, Miss Lady. But if you read the paperwork, Bang, the paperwork is saying he told in the interrogation tank.
Oh shit.
You lining him up.
Oh shit.
You know you can't put nothing in front of me. Wait up, hold on, nigga. You start off with the feds, then you end with, but you know you can't get juvenile paperwork. She say, yeah, he went to the feds, but you know they came over here as a juvenile. Y'all told on him. They came over here looking for Ricky, whatever. So now you acknowledging that he actually did have a juvenile case, that somebody gave his information and they came arrested him and took him down in that holding tank, that this paperwork is saying he gave a statement on these 3 niggas. The fact that he's allowing his mama to help defend and deflect, it don't look good, bro.
Yep. Yeah, she came on
It
that
don't look
trip.
good.
I don't know if this got something
And
to do
guess
with it.
what?
Oh, good.
Ain't now one of them put the paperwork on the table. You ain't showing no other paperwork to challenge the work we looking at.
When he had first, like about a couple of months when he got out, one of his homeboys that got out that was in there with him, and he was like he only got out because dude took a charge for him or some shit. I wonder if that's related to that
Bro,
shit.
that is the feds. Is you niggas slow?
Nah, I'm just saying that what the nigga
You don't go to the
said.
feds at
I'm
16. You go to your
The
you go to your
fucking
state. It's
feds.
a state case. You
That
talking about? You
what
talking
they
about a
doing
state?
is they deflecting by talking about everything that ain't got nothing to do with that. That's the feds. We talking about what you did over here when you was 16, 17. So are you saying, Bang, he could tell at 16, 17, and then when he 22, take a case for a nigga and everything go away?
Nah, I was wondering. I was wondering if I'm on two different cases. I'm on two different things.
It is 3 niggas mentioned. You know, I got fucked up with it. I made Adam 22 read it on No
Oh
Jumper.
shit.
Oh, I addressed it for sure. It's really finna go
Oh yeah,
viral.
it's over with.
I said, you got the paperwork from Porky Pig 1090 Jake? Yeah, I said, read that shit. And he read it. The police asked that nigga, was this your name? Yep. Did you do this? Yep. Was it anybody with you? Yep. Who was with you? The nigga gave up 3 names.
Oh, said ain't
Damn.
so.
Nigga, that's what the work say.
Shit. You want to hear
What the
that
fuck it
content
say?
now?
What the fuck it say, bro?
Can't argue with black and white.
Hold on. What's this you sent me, Mickey?
So yeah, so I wanted to clarify something because last night I said I couldn't find the case for the Jonathan guy, but it was actually a spelling error on my end. So I went in and I
And was
found it.
Jonathan one of the names he gave?
Yes, and
It's
that's the
3
one that put
names
it
he
out.
gave, right?
Right, and that's the one that put it out. Jonathan is the one that put it out.
There it go. And I said, look, nigga, he didn't never say he pulled it. He say somebody sent it to him.
But I was able to pull the affidavit off of Jonathan's case because he was an adult at the time, and that's what I sent to you. The one without my
Oh,
watermark
what
on
it
it.
say?
Hold on, I got to pull it up because I got my watermark blocking it. Hold up. All right, so it says this. It says, personally appeared before me, J. Williams, and made oath that on or about the 6th day of February 2008, in said county and within the jurisdiction of Criminal Court of Shelby, Tennessee, one Jonathan Gatewood did unlawfully commit the offense aggravated robbery. It says further makes oath that the essential facts constitute in said offense the source of information and the reason why the information is believed concerning said facts are as follows. On January 25th, 2008, at approximately 10 p.m., the victim was riding his bicycle in the area of Autumn in Cleveland. The victim was approached by 5 male juveniles that demanded his money. The victim refused, and the males knocked him off the bike and started kicking and hitting him. The victim received a broken arm and was transported by ambulance. The suspects threatened to shoot the victim and took his bike. The listed defendant, Gatewood, was developed as a suspect, and the victim was shown a photo spread where he positively identified Gatewood as one of the males that robbed him. So it doesn't say indirectly that it's Finesse2Tymes, but it does say that he was what was his
No,
name?
it's
Developed.
identifying the same case.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Now I'm about to fire this shit up. See, I ain't been
I
involved.
didn't know all that shit. Now, see, this is different.
It's identifying the same
He just
case.
identified
Oh, and
as having
then
that
last
case.
night
The
when
guy.
I was on live, another name on that paper, last name Howard, I found the case that matched Finesse2Tymes too, and he got 7 years. So Gatewood got 8 years, Finesse2Tymes got 8 years, and Howard got 7. Everybody else I couldn't find the case on.
And this is the '08 case.
Correct.
I just sparked the flame. 1090 gonna respond. It's the first respectful correspondence I done ever had with him. I said, well, here's the codee that said he was told on 1090. Is this the person that sent you the work you have? Yo, nigga.
Let's
Only
see
way.
He
how
said,
this
yeah.
goes. Let's
He
see how
said,
this
yeah.
goes.
What?
He said, yeah, that's who sent him to work.
I don't know. I don't know if he responded yet. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it is.
If that's the case, if that's it,
Oh no, Jumper just posted he responded to something. They just posted it. If somebody can play the audio.
What audio we playing? The one up top first, or what's going on?
Let's run the audio up top, and then we want to get into the audio with you, Mickey. You want to pin that one up?
Hold on, I was listening to it because I hadn't listened to it.
All right, Eric, can you run the audio up top? So let's see what his mom said first. O'Shea and I been
Get paperwork to prove it. I can't pay for it. I can't look it up. If it's a case, any case number, any case docket can be looked up. Go look it up. Go find it yourself. That's all I gotta say, man. You know what I'm saying? If it's
That's where he
he
went
fucked
wrong.
up. He
That's
fucked
where he
up.
went wrong because the nigga said it got sent to him. He ain't,
Hey, Wack.
you know.
What's crazy is you're the juvenile. You can go right now today and I can go get my juvenile record. Only you can, not even your parents. Only you can. You're the only one that can get your own record. So he's lying about that. You definitely can go get your juvenile
And
record.
if dude was,
This
but see,
was
here go the thing. The other
I
nigga was an
liked
adult.
him.
The other
Damn, Finesse.
The other nigga was an adult. Now, see where he threw me off, and I seen the deflection is he talking about all this motherfucking feds, and we had paperwork parties. Hey, look, nigga, that's for your federal case. This a juvie case. So for you to even come in there, even having that conversation, is you trying to throw a motherfucker off. Now with the mama, what you finna hear from the mama on one of these 4-5 clips we finna listen to, is she's establishing, in fact, that this did happen. They came to the house to get him. Now, Mickey then pulled up the work on one of the names of the niggas that say he was told on. I'm gonna have Adam send it to me because he had to work. He read it. I made him read the shit. I said, read the work. He read it. It was a nigga, it was his picture, and a nigga named 3 motherfuckers that was with him in the commission of the crime. So, yeah, run this next content.
Man, this shit crazy. How snitch and the lady? Who snitched? Y'all better check that paperwork. Check his paperwork. Then I go on the bloggers and look in the comments, and it's half of my motherfucking Facebook friends. Half of you was on there. That man ain't never been no fucking snitch. What's wrong with y'all, man? Social media a mess for real. Social media is a mess for real, man. This shit'll make you or break you. For real. Motherfucker ain't snitched on nobody. Now time he went to jail. And he could have. He could have told on everyone was involved with everything. But that man laid down. He ain't say shit to nobody. He did his time like a man. And laid down, he ain't tell on nail marker. And that's out there putting that shit out there. That's the snitch. What they at my house for? Looking for Ricky. Because they snitch. That's it. He never snitched on nail.
She windmilling like a motherfucker.
You want to be finesse so bad. You want some clout so bad, man. So much bad. But let me keep on seeing shit. I'm gonna start addressing you bitches. Period. And he don't even approve of that shit. He like, no, man. That's social media. Them folk gonna say what they want to say. Yeah, but I'm ruffling my feathers. Talking about my son done snitched. That's one jacket you hoes ain't gonna put on his back. Say what you want to say about Ricky Hampton. Don't call him no mother snitch. That's what you can't do. That ain't gonna happen. Hell no.
Yeah, she blew his shit up.
Why didn't she just shut the fuck up?
See, she just identified that nigga is a real situation. Y'all, somebody could have in fact snitched on him and got him to his mama house. But that don't take away from the fact that the paperwork is an interrogation of him giving up 3 names. Now, Leah, play that 1090 shit I just sent you. Because he's identifying right what Mickey said.
All right, hold up.
This
Let me
juvenile
go to
shit.
that.
Yeah, she needs to kick back.
Pin it up top.
Hey, mama gonna need getting him in a wreck. He need to provide his shit from his juvenile. He's the only one that can
All
get
he
it.
need to do, bro, stop talking.
Stop talking. Just go get that shit from the courts. Go get that. File what you have to file. You go get that shit, Ricky.
Yeah, she blew his shit up.
All right, we're gonna run it, bang, run it when you're ready.
Y'all heard what Finesse said? He said the shit's fake. Paperwork fake. You can't get juvenile paperwork, so it must be fake, right? Check it out. Now, I fought with No Jumper. No Jumper always show me love. But they posted what he posted. He's saying it's fake because you can't get juvenile paperwork. But if you get adjudicated as an adult, it becomes adult records. That's the case number. It's the aggravated robbery from 2008. Apparently, you pled guilty to this shit. And your co-defendant's paperwork is also on here. And if you was a juvenile but he was an adult, your paperwork is going to be in his paperwork. And this one of the same robberies that paperwork was talking about. And he got developed as a suspect 3 days after the alleged interview given by Finesse. But if the shit's fake,
Everything Mickey said right there.
Yeah.
This is bad work, Finesse. I ain't gonna lie, Finesse. You just gotta go get your shit. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
the
Go
fact
get
that
your
they doing
shit.
all this talking and just not going to get that is crazy.
Yeah, because out of the 5 names, because it's 2 different, the papers are for 2 different robberies. One name is included in just one, and then the other 2 names is included in both.
Are
Out
you
of the 5 people,
Adam read some shit where he was being interrogated. You got that, Mickey?
I do.
Read that shit. That's what Adam read. He read it. I made him read it live on No Jumper. I wowed out yesterday.
Hold on, let me pull it up.
I let the world know about Freddie and Trelly too
Oh,
today.
you went up? You went up yesterday?
I let the world know that Freddie and Trelly's a couple
Not
now.
Freddie and
Yo,
Trey, man.
they clipped the slime time. They clipped the telly, yeah.
That's the only attack. They couldn't respond.
I'm ready when y'all are.
Go
All
ahead.
right, you want me to read the whole thing or just the questions?
The questions when they brought him in
All right.
and identify who they talking to.
So on the first one, it says, "Do you understand each of these rights I have explained to you?" And it says yes. Then it has RH next to the yes. Do you wish to make a statement now? It says yes. Then RH is next to the yes. Then it says, "Did you participate in the robbery of," then the victim's name, which occurred at Tuville and Hawthorne on January 28th, 2008 at approximately 9 p.m. Answer, yes, sir. Then it says, did anyone else participate in this robbery with you? If so, name them. Yes, Jonathan, LaDietrich Bonds, and Dedrick Mungen. And then on the second one, it asks, did you participate in the robbery? Hold on, that's the same one, my bad. Hold up. Okay, it says, did you participate in a robbery? Victim's name, which occurred at Cleveland and Autumn on January 25th, 2008 at 10:10. Was Mr. then a victim's last name riding a bicycle? The answer, yes, sir. Then it says, did anyone else participate in this robbery with you? If so, name them. Dedrick Mungen, Lorenzo Hayward, and Jonathan Gatewood. Jonathan Gatewood, again, is the one that put the info out. His case can be found with the affidavit. That's the one I read earlier. Lorenzo Howard, his case can be found also. He received 7 years. Dedrick, I can't find a case on him. And LaDietrich, I can't find a case on them either. But the other 3, yes.
That's nasty work.
Yeah, I mean it's nothing really that he could do, and except for pull that work and just provide it,
Work.
clear his name. Shit.
And the 3, so Jonathan was already 18. Finesse would have been 15. However, when he turned 16, it went up. I gotta check the dates because it was like June of 2008. So I think he would have been 16. He got transferred over to adult. The Howard guy, the same thing. It went over. They got charged as juveniles, but then moved over to charge as adult. But like I said, the Jonathan guy
But
was
he didn't go
already.
to the feds. He did state time on that.
Nah, yeah, this state time.
Yeah,
That's
so
a state case, yeah.
this is why I keep telling you every time they hollering this Fed shit, that's what make it look even worse because you trying to like deflect and throw everybody off about the time he did in the Feds. That ain't what's in question. What's in question is the time he did in the state or when he was a juvenile. That case is in question. The case over there he did in the Feds is not in question. We ain't looked into that yet.
They doing the 42 fake with throwing out the fucking Fed
Fake
shit.
28 pitch,
Yeah.
42 fake, Joe Garrett. North Valley Golden Bears, my nigga. That
That
shit
ain't
ain't
working
working.
over here. We stay on this square right here. We on this square. We on this state case.
That can work on us when we did scrimmaging and we practice, bro. We knew the play. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Now that motherfucking fake 28 pitch 42 blast with a little more Star Wars coming across the motherfucking line of scrimmage, that might would have worked on us every now and again. But we are not, for the record, talking about any federal offenses that he caught as an adult. We talking about the offense that he caught as a minor, charged as an adult, that he did state time on.
And guess who took the bait? Along with, well, several of us, to be perfectly honest, Gucci Mane. But in doing so, he did reveal the cards he's playing for the incarcerated Cash Money Records OG. Gucci excitedly tweeted Tuesday, posting a pic of BG with a $1 million offer to sign with his 1017 Records, highlighting the respect he has for one of the OGs. However, once the purported video of BG was debunked, it wasn't really him, in case you don't get that logic. Gucci deleted the tweet, seemingly crushing his hopes to boost his So Icy Boys roster, and of course stick around because you know some people had to kind of fire him up for that. So stick around, we'll read a few of those too. But back to Gucci. He does have some open slots, as he did recently drop an up-and-coming rapper from the label in a literal 24-hour time span. Don't know if that's ever happened in the past. But many signs point to BG returning to Cash Money if he stays in the rap game. And I don't think anybody can really argue that that's probably what he's going to go for. That's what my money's on, metaphorically speaking. And speaking literally of Cash Money, Big Boss himself, Birdman, has been teasing BG's early release from his 14-year prison sentence for months, despite his 2021 conditional release being denied. The Chopper City rapper is currently holed up in California's FCI Hurlong Detention Center, say that 5 times fast, with a current release date of April 7th of 2024. And he's been incarcerated on a federal gun charge since 2012. He's currently asking fans to send pics, but if Birdman's right, he'll be able to meet some fans in person sooner rather than later. And honestly, simply because this is a question that I've seen posed many times here recently, and I'm just going to bring it up just so that we can talk about it. What do you guys think Turk going to have to say about this? Like, what if BG gets out early? What if they get back together and drop something? I'm not going to lie, I would be for it 100%, 110,000% even. But hey, here's to hoping. We'll see. Now, back to Mr. Gucci and some of the colorful things that people had to say regarding his little comments. One person says, no disrespect to Gucci, but BG had it way before Gucci came along. Need to be paying that brother homage instead of trying to sign him. And I'm not going to lie. Couldn't have said it better myself, even if I would have thought about it for a day or two, because let's be real, that's kind of true. Another says, ninjas don't read or listen before they comment, obviously. He just said he isn't BG. Well, of course, he's referring to the video. Well, watch it for yourself and you tell me. Would it have fooled you? Did it fool you? Be real with me. Let me know if it got you. Let me know if it got you down in the comments. Another person says, I got Gucci. He couldn't wait. This person was drunk. Watch the rekindle though. No, Gucci got to come back with something. Oh, I'm trying to anyway whenever he get out. See, this is what I put myself through for you guys. This is what I do for y'all. I'm pretty sure I just took a few seconds off my lifespan. Moving on. Another says, boy, BG going straight to baby. Bag already secured. Baby gonna drop way more than that. He already said he got 3 M's off the rip. Coming home present. My guy, where the punctuation at? Some of us like to read stuff for those that can't read for themselves. Make it easy. There's a period. Just a period, bruh. Yeah. As you can see, we're trying to lighten things up. It's been too much seriousness here. Let's get a few laughs in. I know I ain't that funny. Shut up. Another user says, don't sign it, BG. All his artists up in jail. Now, I'm not laughing at the typo. You know how it is sometimes with autocorrect, but What I am laughing at is the simple thought of somebody legitimately telling BG like, hey man, nah, don't do that. Like, a lot of his folks is locked up. I'm just imagining that conversation playing out in real life. It's kind of funny if you think about it. Or maybe I'm just stupid. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Another, in all caps, says, high note, disrespectful. He ain't even got a rap no more. Got chopper doogie effed up. He picking up a more than a meal from folks who don't really F with him. This just started something bushed. I know what that's supposed to be, but saying bushed was just, try to say bushed. Yeah, laugh. Dang it. Anyway, you get the idea. Let me know what you guys think in our own comment section about Gucci Mane. Do you find it disrespectful that he would even offer to sign BG when he knows the connection that he has with Cash Money? Do you think that that's not a big deal, but that only offering him $1 million, even though I struggle to say only $1 million in a real sentence, is just not enough for somebody of BG's quality, of his status, of his reputation? Or is it just straight up just disrespectful just for the simple fact that he would even do it to begin with? Or that he would also like not really take a close enough look at that video to realize it was fake? Meek Mill is the latest rapper to unfollow Gunna amidst the YSL trial. Meek was following Gunna and heavily supporting him prior to Gunna taking the plea deal, as is the case for a lot of people, to be honest. It is still worth noting that Gunna is still following Meek, and Lil Baby has also unfollowed Gunna. And Dirk, Dirk is believed to be dissing Gunna on a new snippet. More on that in just a bit, because I doubt anybody's going to try to argue that point at this point. But check out Meek's throwback tweets showing support to Gunna and YSL before unfollowing him. He said things like, Gunna never was a part of anything violent. No documentation shown. It's not cool what they doing to his mental health. He should be on a leg monitor, at worst. Not 23-1. She'll tangle your mind. Write Gunna, Thug, and YSL so they can feel and hear the love. Be in Lock 22-2. You could lose your mind in there. Write Casanova. Write Doug. Write Lucci. Write Rollo. That mail kept me alive in there. Write your peoples. Also, while you're at it, taking one personal for that one, I'ma pin them on this month. Free Thug, free Gunna, free YSL. Everybody deserves bail. Free Gunna. ASAP. Yeah, that was pre-plea, if you will. But to break things up for just a moment before we continue on with the story, I would like to take just a couple of seconds to remind you all that this month, and for the remainder of this month only, for only $50. And if you're curious as to what I'm talking about, all you need to do is DM us here at Dirt TV Celebrity Media. Or, if email is really more your thing, celebritymediadirt@gmail.com is the way to get in touch. Just hit us up, send over any relevant pictures or any dialogue that you would like added, and your boy will take it from there. Because don't forget, you are dealing with a semi-pro voice actor. So if you want it to sound good, I got you. And if you're still curious as to what that would sound like, well, here's a real-life example. Empire artist Rob Corleone enjoys his newfound fame, gets cozy with love and hip-hop star Miami Tip in Miami. Rob Run Corleone, we appreciate you for being so kind as to give us the opportunity to help you promote yourself. And yes, this is real. This is a real person. And frankly, I'm just a wee bit envious of my boy, if you know what I mean. But yeah, if you guys are looking for any way to get a little bit of better advertising, well, as you've seen, there you go. So once again, be sure to hit us up at Dirt TV Celebrity Media. In other words, DM us right here. Or celebritymediadirt@gmail.com. And we'll see what we can do for you. But for the time being, back to the story. So, as Gunna stated he was back and appeared ready to drop new music since his release, he hasn't received much of a welcoming party if that weren't already obvious. Although over 1 million IG users liked his I'm back post, others clearly had issues with Gunna accepting the plea deal. YSL Mondo didn't hold back, and he responded to Gunna's first IG post since his release from prison. I ain't gonna bite my tongue. Baby boy, you don't need to be saying nothing about YSL or Free Thug after what you said and did. You really got some nerve, he commented. Talking about Gunna back. Bro, ain't no way you think you back real after what you did. Just get out the streets, baby boy. This ish ain't for you. And that's about as pointed of a comment as you can make. As if there was any need to make matters any worse for himself, Gunna accepting the plea deal, with video footage of him yes-mamming, if you will, has many calling him, well, a snitch. Boosie, Charleston White, and probably the worst person that could possibly ever call you a snitch, Tekashi 6ix9ine, have all hit Gunna with the career-damaging label. And yeah, 6ix9ine knows about it the most, as you all know. But a new snippet of Durk's upcoming single has gone viral as the Chicago rapper appears to take a shot at Gunna. And by appears, I mean it's pretty blatantly obvious. What happened to Virgil? He probably gonna tell. Durk is heard rapping in the snippet. Now, for a little bit of history on why that's relevant, last year on Durk's 7220 album, the 30-year-old rapper featured Gunna on the song What Happened to Virgil, making it more likely that Durk was indeed throwing shade at Gunna. Once again, shouldn't be surprising. Durk is clearly in full support of Young Thug, though, as the rapper has Thug's photo as his profile pic and as his sole IG post dating back to December 22nd of 2022. So at the very least, it doesn't exactly seem like he's just flipped, if you will. Maybe it's a matter of self-preservation, which I dare anybody to be put in that situation and not have those thoughts at least, but acting on them, a little bit different. But as mentioned earlier, Lil Baby has unfollowed Gunna, a move in which Young Thug's sister, Hedora, previously did as well. Well, that's it for the updates on what's going on with downgoing Gunna, I guess. I couldn't think of a better name for it in such a small amount of time, but I'm sure one of you who will be commenting on this with your opinions on why Gunna is the worst in the world, yeah, we know it's coming, can probably come up with a better name than I can. You already know that I'll be looking and waiting, because I do really want to hear you guys' feedback, all jokes aside, on something like this, because as a lot of people have been saying, since he was offered and took the plea deal, down with Gunna. I still maintain, especially in this day and age, that self-preservation is a much, much bigger deal than some of us have clearly ever been subjected to. So don't be so quick to say what you would or wouldn't do if you can't even fathom yourself being in that situation to begin with. That is just silly. But some of us have been there, done that, so time to break out the inner philosopher within us all to receive some wisdom from Jay Prince, who apparently can't seem to stay away from social media. And as thick as the irony is in that for somebody who moves in silence, well, I don't even feel like getting into the irony. But his tweet says, I started out as a nobody and became somebody in front of everybody. And I give all glory to God who did it without consulting anybody. Now, as for the inner philosopher within us all, let me break down my opinion on why there are so many holes in this statement before I even get into what some of the people have had to say, because it's kind of funny, some of it. So, first and foremost, saying, I give all glory to God who did it without consulting anybody, well, it sounds to me like you're saying that God would have somebody that he would even have to consult. I just don't feel like that's very well worded. Saying that you started out as a nobody and saying that you give all glory to God in the same sentence is also kind of contradictory, because you can't be a nobody if you have God. Oh, you get the idea. I don't need to beat you over the head. I'm not going to. I promise. I know y'all ain't slow. For those of y'all that thought something happened with the audio, you just proved my last statement wrong. Yeah, everybody deserves a little joke every once in a while. Anyway, getting into what some of the people had to say about what old Jay Prince has to say, it'll probably be what most of y'all are going to say too. One person said, "We love you, OG." Yeah, it's always one, at least. Next person says, "Lost all respect for mob ties, period." I feel like that's kind of the consensus that a lot of people are at. Me personally, again, I'm trying to stay as neutral as I possibly can until some kind of concrete, some kind of video evident proof actually comes out. So I ain't making no assumptions personally. Unlike the next person who says, "Why y'all get Big Mike locked up?" Like jumping topics everywhere, boy. I remember that phrase, somebody, anybody, everybody, and nobody. If you know, you know. Yeah, if you know, you know. Yeah, I know exactly what they're talking about, but why don't somebody that also knows put it down in the comment section so that everybody else that don't know can know too? I ain't gonna get away with that, whatever. Moving on to the next comments. Takeoff was somebody, so what happened? I'm not gonna lie, that one was a pretty good one right there. I love this one right here. Black girl owned the world. I even got to say the name. This was brazen. Just straight up, who killed Takeoff? Not even gonna lie. That's probably the best one yet, just because it was directly put at Jay Prince. Not even Junior, just Jay Prince. But with that out of the way, there is one, I guess you could say, slightly left-brained thought that I would like to share, because I'm kind of a fan of tried and true militaristic tactics, if you will, and confusion is always a really good way to throw people off. And sometimes the best way to confuse somebody is by making it seem like the truth that they believe, well, is true without saying that it's true. Or you get the idea, hopefully, because it can get really confusing if you don't get it. So I'm not trying to be confusing, but basically what I'm getting at is Jay Prince doesn't usually tend to sound off on certain things or kind of make himself the center. Could this be a diversionary tactic to take attention away from Junior and put it on him because there is some kind of possible involvement? Again, this isn't anything I'm throwing out as a theory or as anything solid or concrete. I have no proof, no evidence, nothing of it. I am simply saying, is that a possibility if there is some kind of potential involvement with the Prince hierarchy? I don't even know what else to even call it. I guess we'll just use kingly terms. No, we won't. We ain't gonna do that. You know it. Either way, you guys let me know. Am I just full of crap, or does that have some kind of a weight to it? I don't know. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings. Be real with me. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys get up out of here. We've been Dirt TV Celebrity Media. You guys have been great as always. If you enjoying what the boys are bringing you, make sure that you take a couple of seconds to smash that like, smash that subscribe, and ring-a-ding-ding that bell so that you can stay up to date with the latest and greatest, because you know that's all we got for you. And with that, we say peace. But do me one favor between now and the next time you fire up one of them Dirt TV Celebrity Media videos, and that's be safe at all times. And we'll see you then. Peace.